Morning, everyone. Hello. Got some music going. A little bit of, it's called daydreaming. That's what this music is called, daydreaming. So welcome everybody. And I'll put a pause on it. So using my old computer. Welcome on this beautiful full moon. Full moon in Cancer. Whew. Energies, man. This is going to be a very interesting and opening of the next 2 weeks of what is going to be revealed to us on so many levels within our world. Next week is really going to be setting forth the energies of 2023. And just looking at some of the feed of what I posted yesterday on my Facebook, my God. I said, the shit is weird. A football player dies twice, revived, and the game is stopped as the truth of it all is coming out. So many weird things. And one young woman, and I'm going to say her name here, Razia Zukowski, just went on my feed, respond, and talking to her. Thank you, Lori Hoffman, for coming in with some facts and stuff, and Andrea Hill definitely coming in. It's funny that people, and that's where this moon is. I mean, this moon is going to bring in a lot of emotions. The thing is that do you want to be at the kids' table? This is what I just heard Leo say. Do you want to be at the kids' table? Do you want to be at the grown-up table? Because the moon is out of bounds, and so is Mars. So with things out of bounds, our emotions are going to run high, and it's squaring over to Chiron. So it's going to bring in a lot of emotions, a lot of, overthinking of things, and people on the full facts of what it is that they need to get the facts on. And we're going to see in the next few days, Mars is going to be stopping, and it's going to go direct. We're going to have Mercury in a couple weeks, stationary direct, all around the new moon. And weirdly enough, that is the Chinese New Year, and we're going into the year of the rabbit. And it is the rabbit. So the emotions and the changes in the world are going to be of what we have not seen. We have so many trines to Uranus that it is going to be bringing in a lot of transitions and within the world. Now, especially with Uranus being in Taurus, and that has to do with our world. It's fixed. What is our world? What are our values? What is our money? What is, and here comes in, and it's trending off over to the moon in Cancer and the sun in Capricorn. So Capricorn wants structure. What is that structure you're going to bring in? Well, we're going to bring in new erratic structures that you have not seen. We're going to be seeing things laid out within the media, and they're going to try their darndest, but there's going to more and more people are questioning, what is happening? Why is this happening? Right? And the more it comes out, the more we question. It's where they can't hide the facts. The facts are going to prove for themselves, whether it has to do with COVID or the vaccine or anything along that line. This is coming in where people are pushing back and wanting the debates. I watch a program called Redacted. I don't know if you guys do. Go on to Rumble. Rumble's very much like YouTube. Go in and sign in, and you can watch Redacted. There's lots of great information and stuff that comes in there as well. The energies are really where staying in a place of where we want to be. Staying in a place of bringing in our energies to a higher place and being the adults within the room and really watching our emotions, because our emotions can get really out of hand right now. especially with Chiron, and we could get so upset. So this is where, because we're in Cancer, we need to take a sidestep and do that sidestep, and that's basically what I am doing. And so this is what we're coming into. We're coming into quite a unique territory that we haven't been in for a long time. Now, the things that I'm just going through my notes. I've been writing so many notes lately that have come in and that have really shocked us and starting to shatter things. Is not only with a pope dying, not only with the young boy getting hit. We have, and I'm going to talk about a lot of this tonight, so I'm trying not to get too much into it right now, because I have a forum tonight that I'm going to be talking a lot more about it. But the world is crazy, and the truth is coming out the way that it needs to come out. And with Saturn going to be going into Aquarius in our own groups, this is going to be where we have to identify, and our truth is going to come out within our own groups. The medical fields are seeing it, and when they see, the thing is that they don't have to say anything. And many times it's when you go to a doctor, and they see, oh my God, everything is normal, especially when it comes to a pregnancy. Because a lot of places, especially down in the States, because it has a higher dense population, where they're finding that a lot of women coming in with pregnancies, the pregnancies aren't normal. Things aren't developing normally, So when somebody comes in and everything is like, oh my God, this is normal, this is wonderful, you start to see the joy that comes in. Or when, they don't even ask, they don't even have to ask anymore if you are or if you are not. So this is where things are going to start getting revealed more and more. And the other part too is that any blood that's being taken now from people, it is being tested. And you're going to find, especially with insurance payouts, that's the other thing. Insurance payouts there's a 40% increase in insurance payouts for death. Now, when insurance does payouts, they want to know, okay, what did this person die of? What's going on? So more investigation is going on that. And this is where, we're going to find a mandate, 100 or more, had to get it. Like the mandate that they had in the States said if your company was 100 or more employees had to get it. So insurance, and a lot of those companies have policies and insurances and stuff like that. So there's going to be these huge payouts, and these is all coming in with this, as I've called it for the last several years, that things are just, the ceiling's coming down. Things are coming, we're crashing through this. The trees breaking through the ceiling and everything, the true light's coming in. And this is where, why they want to have the testing done, why they want to have blood testing done, and that's to see, and especially with insurance services, and how much life insurance you'll be able to have. So they're going to be putting restrictions on that, and a lot of people are going to be like, oh, no. Oh, yeah, they will. Just like if you have certain types of diabetes or things along that line, they do restrictions. So there's going to be a redirect cost and a cost of going up. So we're going to see a lot of insurance costs going up this year, going up within the next 5 years. They're going to be astronomical. They're going to be where a lot of people won't be able to get the insurance that they want to. Or if you're going to be flying and you want insurance and you want to go into another country, that insurance is going to be, and especially if you have, it's going to be priced. So we're going to see that, and same with the pharmaceutical. Pharmaceutical money wants to get money somehow, so they're going to try and get their little paws in it as well. Because you all know that when you get certain, when you get insurance, even from your work and stuff, and you get an insurance, they allow certain prescriptions, and then they just other prescriptions you have to pay price. Okay, so you're going to see more of that coming in. And this is CDC. So licensing for things. So how long will this last? It's weird stuff that's going on. A lot more weird is going to be coming out, and we're going to be seeing it within the next coming weeks, and all the build up to the new moon that is going to be in Aquarius. So weird stuff going on. We just had a summit with 17,000. I'm going into my other computer. I'm going into my other computer.
Hi. There we go. Um, one goes down, another one I'm going to try. So, yeah, you were a little glitchy. Yeah, they're just, yeah, that's fine. So, going on to something else. But this is where, again, so watching life insurance policies and things like that with people, we're going to see a lot of that going up. Um, and they will try and dismiss what has come through from the pharmaceutical summit with the 17,000 doctors. When Saturn goes into Aquarius, or not, Saturn is in Aquarius, but when Saturn goes into Pisces, this is a lot of water. This is a lot of craziness that happens. And this is where, I mean, right now we are seeing weird weather patterns. I mean, it's raining in California. They just had a cyclone warning for California, which is very odd for this time of year. A 40-year snowpack in the mountains in California. So weird weather patterns. We're having abnormally warm kind of weather, but I mean, I know Calgary's kind of odd anyways, but we are seeing weird weather patterns. I mean, Pittsburgh was having snow or rain. Pittsburgh doesn't get rain at this time of year. It's usually snowing and blowing. So they're getting a lot of rain right now also. So this is the kinds of things that are going to be shown, and we're going to be seeing them. And the shattered reality is going to be so intense, with things coming forward. And, this is where, we're seeing the weirdness that's happening in the States on trying to get McCarthy put in as House Speaker. And the weird thing is that he's in the office. He's in the office. You're not allowed to be in the office unless you're voted in. So he's in the office, which is very odd, but nobody's questioning it. And he is the one that will push for war. Like, he will push for war. And he hasn't they haven't had something this weird since 1923. So a lot of weird energies and things that are being played out right now. And this moon is coming in as an activation, and being in Cancer, we can get very wishy-washy. We can get where we don't want to deal with things. We can act like a little child. Cancer does bring up things from the past. Timelines are coming together quickly. you know, and things are starting to come through, like these big anomalies are coming through extremely quick. We are going to zero this weekend, and when we are, it's usually in a feed freeze. Yeah. So crazy. Yeah. I mean, today +1. I'll take it. So this is where I feel like, and then where, especially where Mercury's going over a lot of the points that, um, that was happening within the first week of 2020 to January 12th of 2020, which we had the Saturn, Pluto, um, Mars, Sirius conjunction there, and Mercury's going back over there. And as it goes over, like Mercury's a god of communication, he's also the trickster. So you got to be watching that too. So he's coming in and he's bringing in this information, right? And looking at that information. So a lot of information is coming up. So he's passing over, and he's going to pass over it again. And we are going to be seeing a lot of this. Plus, Saturn's coming out of its shadow, going to 24 degrees. So there's this type of forward motion. And the earthquake from 1994, I don't know if any of you remember that, from San Francisco, they're having their Saturn return. So earthquake, and I was just watching a show that they were talking about having an earthquake warning in the United States, in California. So shakeups, changes, weather patterns, all of this are these anomalies of activities that are happening right now that are a part of, I'm going to call for us to really get to the big person's table and stop sitting at the little kids table, because it's so much easier to sit at the little kids table because you can get away with shit, you know um things like that. So this is where, I'm going to claim that there's going to be some kind of big earthquake that's going to come in, something of the mainstream, with Pluto's destruction of the main system. So there's going to be something that's going to go on with all of this. And then Pluto's going to be squaring, or not fully squared, but having some energy with Uranus. So Plutonian and Uranian, which is energy, is going to be coming in over the next couple years. So there's this activation of of nuclear. What kind of nuclear? Maybe it's fusion nuclear. We're going to talk about that tonight, and what fusion nuclear has to do with everything. So moments of extreme that keeps us alive, so harmonious and appreciative, and that's what we need to look at. What is harmonious that we need to look at right now in our lives? What is aligning for us at this time that we need to really hang on to and work at, so that we can bring forth so much more um, peace within the world. And I think that's going to take a lot of work, and for us to be working not only on ourselves, but within our families and our groups and the people that we are with, to bring in that peace and love. So um you're very welcome. You're very welcome. I'm going to send you guys off. So much love. I got a few things I have to do, and some things I have to do before this evening. So may the Lord and Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you. There's a lot that's going to be, just hang on. The next couple weeks and going into February are going to be, I mean, I know we're at this full moon, but the next few weeks are just, they're going to be fucked. So have a blessed one, and we will talk to you soon. If you haven't signed up to join me for tonight, get a hold of me. If you have not received your link and you did sign up, get a hold of me, so I can get everything to you. God bless, and the God is blessed. Bye-bye.